Hello. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's section of readings. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them, but for this installment, I'm going to use the Wild Reflections Tarot deck by Spell. If I can coordinate myself here, sorry about that. And I know there's a Spell website on the back here. I think it's over there. So if you want to check it out or find this deck, there's the information. You can freeze frame and check out what you want to check out if you're interested, naturally. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. And then there's a website at the bottom, heyhouse.com, somewhere down there. I usually find it if I look hard enough, but it's there somewhere, heyhouse.com if you're interested. Okay. And last but not least, I use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana, substituting 22 for 0, the Fool. 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and a 4-sided dice to choose the element to decide which section of the minor arcana I'm going to use. These came from mathartfun.com, or the dice shop. The website is mathartfun.com if you're looking for that. That's where those ones came from. Okay, that being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. It's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Libra? Possibilities. Possibilities are good. So, we got a lot of Earth showing up, right? For Libra, when I see Earth show up a lot, it really depends on how invested you are in the situation and what aspect we're talking about, whether it's going to be a positive thing or a not so positive thing. So, not that Earth is a bit, like, it can talk about money, it can talk about boundaries, it can talk about restriction. I see Libra as a very fluid energy. What works, what doesn't, what should we keep, what should we let go, and it feels ever-changing the way that I understand Libra. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, of course. In the sense of, like, this makes sense, keep doing it, that it did make sense, it doesn't now, let's switch it. There's been a lot of loyalty. Has it been good? Has it been good for Libra? Has it been good for Libra? 7 of Pentacles upside down, and then we get the Chariot again on the dice. I don't feel it's had its moments where it was okay, but it hasn't really gone anywhere, and it wasn't really like the people or the part of the situation that was loyal to you. It's kind of like I don't really know what I could do with it. It's good to have it, but for right now, I don't really see it being very productive for me. So it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of like seeing the loyalty. It's like if I work in a building where I do all paperwork, and somebody on another part of the building is constantly, you know, driving here, driving there. They're in transportation. It's kind of like they're very loyal. They like me, but I don't really need their services. I have my own car, and I don't deal with that. I don't even have a connection with that. But it's good to have it. That's kind of how it feels. It's kind of like it's good. I'm not complaining about it. But the people around me that I would like that loyalty from, it's just non-existent. That's kind of how it feels. And I do feel like this situation is very much based on loyalty. For some of you, this could be a family thing, maybe a family either you married into or maybe it's just kind of like, I don't feel like I quite fit in this family, whatever it is. You could have grown up in this family, but maybe you're the oddball out most of the time. You know what to expect, you know how it's going to go. It just doesn't really go where you want all the time or very often. Could be. It's just a possibility. And this is one of those situations where you play nice. You play nice, you act like you like it probably more than you actually do, because it's not worth saying otherwise. And it's kind of like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It feels like that. So, you know, as it does, something is coming in to change the scope of things. The Wheel of Fortune is showing up, but there's a lot of earth here. So let's just roll the dice on that too. Will the Magician show up? Will the Ace of Cups show up? So when I say half in, half out, it doesn't. It's not this card's right upside up, but the Magician shows up like this, kind of like, is it going to go good? Is it going to go bad? Same thing with the Ace of Cups. Is it going to go good? Is it going to go bad? I don't think anything is set in stone, like it will be this or it will be that. It definitely depends on your situation. But the wheel is showing up, and I feel like I cringe at the thought of like real change happening. I feel like the re-adding up of circumstances makes more sense. So like change to me would be like, you know, we used to have a gas stove. Change would be, now we have an electric stove. That would be change. This is more like, you know, we have to get rid of this stove, but we're gonna get another gas stove, and it's just gonna be a different color, and we might change where it actually is in the kitchen. We might move it, since we can move it now, we have to change it out anyway. We might move where it actually is situated. Does that make sense? So it's not like we're doing a total, like, life's gonna be different, because like cooking with gas versus cooking with electric, I always cook with electric, just to be fair, but I understand from people who cook with gas, like it works differently. So if you're good with one and you switch to the other, you might have some issues. That's from my understanding, you may have to have a learning curve, but that's not what's going on here. It's just like we're changing the appliance, but it's just going to be different color, maybe different space, but it's going to work the same as it did before. So it's kind of like, is that what's going on here? And I get that, like, while this is going on, people are nice to you. I don't know why I say that. Wait a minute. Why are they being nice to you? Moon card and the Seven of Wands. People are being nice to you during this change. Libra is pretty sharp. I feel like you're going to figure out, like, thumbs up. What you talk about, Willis? I'm getting that. Like, if you are a fan of Different Strokes, I'm probably dating myself with that one, but it's a long time ago that show was on. But it's kind of like, what's up? What's going on? Like, you doing something. What's going on? The moon card is there. Why? Why are we being so nice? What are they gonna want from me? What are they gonna want from me? And do I want to play this game? The moon card shows up later. Like, it's on the dice, but it's the literal physical card shows up later as a possibility for you. Let's see where this is, because I feel like you're going to have the inklings before it gets that far. Like, somebody's being a little something. Somebody's being a little something. Why are we doing that? They want what they want, and they think they're talking your language. They might even think that they're pulling the wool over your eyes. I don't think so. I don't think they are. But Libra's smart, like I said, and you might let them believe that. All right, I'll let you believe that, just so you show me your poker hand and I can figure out what's really going on here. I don't see a bad thing about that. Personally, I don't. So that's the Lover's card. It talks about Gemini energy, which is compatible with Libra. Has other aspects to it, of course. People very happy, people getting what they want, people feeling like things are where they should be, people feeling really great. Whatever's going on and they're being really nice to you, I don't think it's meant to be negative towards you. it's not meant to be. So I don't feel like that's a motivating factor, like let's get one over on Libra. I don't think it's like that. Doesn't mean they're considering what you want either, but you know what I mean? It's not angled as like a slight at all. That's what I'm getting from this reading anyway. We're coming into the next. Something is coming down the road. Something is coming in. And I feel like you're going to get some... I'm going to roll the dice because I don't know that for sure you're going to hear it. But I feel like you're going to get like this possibility where, oh, something's going on with this person. And it's going to be like that little inkling in the back of your brain going, maybe I should go see what's going on with them. But you might elect not to. Knight of Cups reverse and the Strength card. So yeah, you're going to have this little inkling or somebody's going to drop some information your way. Something's going on with So-So. Aunt Sophie, Uncle Sam, Uncle Charlie, Uncle Bill, whatever. Something's going on with them. And when I get the Knight of Cups reversed, probably not your favorite person. Not saying anybody's bad, good, or indifferent, but for whatever reason, they're probably not your favorite person. Take it with a grain of salt. If you decide to just kind of like peruse over there and kind of like, maybe I'll just dip my feet in the water just to see what the temperature is there, you could get more information. It's up to you whether this is worth it, clearly. But you could get a heads up about what's really going on. You could. Okay. And I'm getting like, knowing what's going on versus doing something with it, that's two different things. That's two different things. I don't have to explain that to you, I know. But still, two different things. If you find out what's going on, if you decide to go that route, it may not be helpful to you to move on anything. Because I'm getting like, figuring out what's happening and kind of like, oh, they're getting a new stove, they're going to put it in a different place, but what they're also going to do is, because of like they're going to put it in a different place, they're going to remodel some of the basement because they're going to change how the gas comes in. And since they have workmen coming in to change that, they're also going to do some remodeling with the basement. I'm getting like, if you move forward with that with the star card and try to like, you know, try to be helpful, it may backfire very fast. Again, I get that this energy may not be your most favorite anyway, so I don't know how you're getting into this, but it seems like sooner or later, whether you search it out or not, you seem to have some influence. So the difference is, if you search it out, you'll know more about what's actually happening with these people. If you don't search it out, somebody else is going to tell you what they perceive it as, and you'll probably have a conversation and you might give like your 2 cents about it. Just be careful, because I feel like people do that. I feel like you know what I'm talking about, where they'll tell you what they think is going on, and then you'll have a conversation and you'll say, well, if that was me, this is what I would do. And then next thing you know, you're in the middle of something. Careful. A possibility here that might suit you better is to like, if they want it to be a mystery, let it stay a mystery. Even if when you find out what's going on, maybe just hold off. Give yourself like 2 months is what I keep getting. Because something's not right. And if you hold off and you just don't, I get that like you have something coming your way that will be much more beneficial. You'll like it a lot better. I feel like they're kind of saying inaction on this one will serve you. That's not always the case. But in this situation, they're like, they want you to know what's going on. They're kind of trying to say, you should know what's going on, but then abstain. Abstain and just know. And then watch and see what happens next. Something else is going to come out of this situation. there's hidden pieces. I feel like people are playing games. Something's not right. Because if you let it just kind of play out and let these people show their own poker hand, I feel like you're going to be in a position of power at the end of it, and I don't know why. I'm kind of confused about it, because I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles where you sit pretty in this whole situation, and you'll be able to keep it by just holding back and just not even talking about it. Staying right away from the situation. For some of you, I feel like you have very busy lives, so it's kind of like I'll just put my attention other places and keep myself physically away from it, and just make sure I'm too busy to be a part of it. I'm just too busy. Just too busy. Just too busy as much as I can be. You seem to be sitting pretty at the end, if you're able to do that. And something comes out of this. Something definitely comes out of... I want more information. I so want more information. I don't understand why I'm not getting it. I mean, there's a reason, obviously, if I'm not. Ace of Cups shows up your way in the Strength card. Something might knock at the door that you're not expecting. There's something coming your way by abstaining. I don't know what it is. I just don't know. There's going to be definitely disappointed people in this situation. They're going to be looking for somebody to take it out on. If you're not even a part of it, I feel like they're going to try to blame you, and other people are going to call that out. Like, Libra wasn't even here. Libra didn't even have anything to do with this. If Libra knew something, they didn't say something, and that's not like Libra. So I don't know why you're blaming Libra. That makes no sense. That might be part of what goes your way. Because the Justice card comes out, and in the tarot, Justice is the Libra card, right? It's coming in the Oracle deck, and people seeing the truth about something that they don't want to see. Not about you, but about other people. And it's all about you knowing what's going on and then you abstaining. I feel like somebody like gets their just desserts, and this shifts this situation finally in your favor, which it's about time. It's about time is what I keep getting. Is that it? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.